Hello everyone, welcome to Explore ORZ. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys have an amazing day today. So today we're going to share about the top 10 most dangerous places in Africa that you guys don't know and probably know. So let's check it out. As the African region suggests ever more economic occasions and best spots to attend, many of its expanded main cities are at once growing more responsive to corruption. Furthermore, in nations such as South Africa, where apartheid, the proper division of ethnic races and societies were from 1948 to 1994, was once an intensely established method, phylogenetic tension continues high and xenophobia-related disorder, that out of doubt of those various than oneself, usually still happens. In many incidents these cities' moderately high danger levels are validated by their listing by the U.S. Overseas Security Advisory Council, OSAC, as risky in terms of violation. Here are some of the most deadly cities to breathe in, attend, and manage a business in Africa today. Number 10 is Nairobi in Kenya. As Kenya's metropolis city, Nairobi is the center of the country's economy. Hence, making it attractive to both international and properties and exposed to illegal activity. The U.S. Overseas Security Advisory Council, OSAC, ranks Nairobi's crime levels as being dangerous. Also, in March 2016, NAMEO rated the crime levels in this city as higher than enough and concluded giving it a rating of 78.49 out of 100. Serious community violations in Nairobi, according to OSAC, are protected carjackings, kidnapping, house and business robberies, muggings, pickpocketing, and grab thefts. Other crime warnings include terrorism and weapon attacks, which in current years, Kenya has carried the brunt. According to OSAC, those suffering from robbery who help without remaining are likely to be safe in the city. Credit card skimming and cybercrime are other types of illegal actions on the increase in Nairobi that foreign visitors have to be careful of. Number 9 is Luanda in Angola. Angola's capital town, Luanda, has a high crime scale and which is the OSAC record as risky. Out of a possible violation score of 100, the NAMEO website estimates 76.39 as of February 2016. According to the UK government service, current crimes in the capital are including of attacks, carjackings, deaths, robs for treasures such as portable and mobile phones, equipped crimes each nighttime or daylight, particularly in areas famous with foreigners and visitors, and rape rates both in nightlife districts and even private houses. Single night trips or walks in the city are not suggested. According to the OSAC, crimes often occur at nighttime in Luanda. There also are corruption hotspots in Luanda that the OSAC expressly warns on gambling, like the Rua Hwari Boumediene, the Rua Neru, and the traffic clique in the last spots of Rua Gamal Abdel Nasser. Crimes from permanent or slow-moving transport stabbed in traffic also occur. It's thereby careful to close the glasses when stabbed in such traffic circumstances there. Besides, visitors are guided to avoid exchanging or withdrawing currency money in public places or managing cash in very crowded spots. Number 8 is Port Elizabeth in South Africa. Port Elizabeth is a beachfront town in Eastern Cape Province, South Africa. Visitors depleted this lively port city, which is called the Windy City, for its breezy seaside climb. Port Elizabeth owns a precious artistic heritage and is between the spots ancient travelers like Vasco da Gama reached through. But corruption is very leading there, and NAMEO, in February 2016, estimates the corruption levels there at 80.56 out of a potential violation score of 100. Street crimes and muggings are famous in Port Elizabeth, very similar in the rest of South Africa. Racism attacks on foreigners also direct to flare up in Port Elizabeth if there is a crisis in South Africa. Port Elizabeth owns number 35 by the Mexican Citizens Council for Public Security in 2014, also Criminal Justice ranked 50 most deadly cities in this world. In 2013, it was number 41. Deaths per 100,000 people in 2014 equaled 34.8, somewhat dropping from 36 in 2013. Number 7 is Cape Town in South Africa. Corruption levels in Cape Town, a port town in South Africa and the city of Western Cape Province, are very high, even though it's the country's parliamentary city. In the new year, it has been rated among the most murderous cities on the earth. The NAMEO website presents the town with a violation rating of 82.45 out of a crime score of 10 in March 2016. From April 2011 until March 2012, Cape Town reported more deaths than both Pretoria and Johannesburg linked. Illegal activities like mugging, drug dealing, robbery, vandalism, crime, loaded robbery, and bribery are usually there. Many of the destruction in Cape Town is powered by drug-related group projects, and economic bias is still prevailing in non-white areas. According to a 2014 statement by the Institute for Security Studies, yearly income in a white family was simply over 6 times higher than a black family in Cape Town. Number 6 is Lagos in Nigeria. Lagos is Nigeria's most populous city and one of the largest centers in the universe. With an approximated inhabitants of 21 million, corruption levels are also higher, with Numio presenting the city a rating of 80.88 out of a possible corruption record of 100. The OSAC gives Lagos a wrong rating of risky. Immigrants and locals living in Lagos are inclined to armed robberies, muggings, house or market robberies, assaults, carjackings, kidnappings, rapes, and theft. Equipped criminals in the town are known to perimeter fences and quiet guards, and others have attacked dox mixtures by way of boats. Offenders also target transport residents in traffic and crash into permanent vehicles. A few of Lagos violation hot places are airport ways in the daylights or dusks, as great as grocery stores and banks. Street gangs entitled area boys to cause fear in the region of the city when they fight. Lagos is also an email scam cradle, from where cyber criminal victims on people under the claim that they can get benefit in return someday later after withdrawing with some cash by way of automated actions. Number 5 is Durban in South Africa. Durban is the most populous city in KwaZulu-Natal province in South Africa. This waterfront city is very familiar with regional and foreign tourists who yearly number within the hundreds of thousands. Reasonably, the place hosts the giant vessel and property harbor in sub-Saharan Africa. But corruption and criminal-related deaths have been on the rise. According to a 2014 report by the Mexican Citizens Council for Public Security and Criminal Justice, Durban City was 38th among the 50 most murderous cities on this planet. Deaths per 100,000 people reached 34.5 in 2014, up from 2013 presumably at 32 per 100,000. As of March 2016, Numio ranked the corruption in Durban at 87.89 out of a possible violation score of 100, showing its existence very high. Beyond Durban city boundaries, the KwaZulu-Natal area in 2015 was recorded as the most deadly territory in South Africa. Taking special care, like dodging nighttime trips or wandering lonely, is advised to avoid falling. Number 4 is Johannesburg in South Africa. South Africa's largest city is Johannesburg, with an approximated populace of over 4 million characters, and the center of the Gauteng region. In current years it has gained notoriety for the high estimates of rape and corruption cases consulted there also. The Numio ranks corruption levels in Johannesburg as very high, achieving a 91.61 out of a possible crime rate of 100 as of March 2016. Because rape incidents were reported there, it has also been called the world's rape city. Newly, Johannesburg has held racism attacks springing up in the low-income towns with a number. From 2014 until 2015, according to Africa Check, the crime rate in Johannesburg per 100,000 was 28.2 bodies. The average global deaths rate per 100,000 people was 6.2. Less than a fourth of that is perceived in Johannesburg. Number 3 is Benghazi in Libya. After Muammar Gaddafi's discharge from the government as the head of Libya in 2011, the entire country, including the second largest town of Benghazi, has been submerged in a civil battle. The city is always in danger of radical Islamic terrorist strikes. In September of 2012, the U.S. Embassy in Libya was bombarded by murderous radicals, and 4 U.S. management workers, the U.S. ambassador to Libya involved, fell into the chaos. Regarding the OSAC, corruption levels over the whole nation are still growing. Rates of robberies, carjackings, crimes, and weapons strikes are now more widespread. Due to the looting of control munitions that ensued in a mad scramble for industrial and military increases after Gaddafi's departure, sexual harassment of ladies is also expanding, as well as hardcore street scandals related. Even stricter rules on ladies' dress make immigrant women who do not dress conservatively sensitive to strikes from Islamic extremist armies. Number 2 is Pietermaritzburg in South Africa. Pietermaritzburg is both the territory's second largest port and the city of KwaZulu-Natal province in the country of South Africa. It has very high corruption levels, with a violation rating of 87.5 out of a possible criminal record of 100, according to Numio in January 2016. Equipped theft, sexual attack, torching, drug market, home break-ins, car theft, and carjackings are some crimes that are common in Pietermaritzburg. In the 3 years leading up to 2015, the crime phase in the city grew significantly. Regarding crime statistics, South Africa, in 2015, there were 15,720 illegal incidents in the city. This incident was more serious than in previous times, as in 2014, there were 14,794 recorded conflicts of violent actions, and in 2013 there were 13,596. When racialism outbreaks burn up in South Africa, they lead to an increase in Pietermaritzburg too. Number 1 is Rustenburg in South Africa. Rustenburg city is located in the northwest province of South Africa. It has a higher crime phase and is estimated at 85.71 out of a possible crime score of 100, according to a 2015 Numio statement. Of each of the towns in the northwest province in 2015, Rustenburg had the highest cumulative cases of violence projects with 11,117 incidents in 2015. Home robbery, hijacking, kidnapping, and governmental violence. But many of the violations that often happen in this city, according to South Africa Dialogue, muggings and road violations are also increasing in Rustenburg, and warning is required daily. At midnight, car break-ins are popular, and it is not expedient to drop valuables inside a car. When driving on the roads at midnight, stops in undefined zones make one an easy scapegoat for thieves, and hence it is wise to dodge making them. Thanks for watching our video. If you like our video, remember to help us like and share. If you have yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, remember to click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, so you will be able to receive the notification when we launch a new video. See you in our next video.